Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me today. This is Marilyn Gale. Today, we're going to talk about it is a touchy subject, but it's also real. And I think about a year or so, maybe 2 years, there was a similar case. And when I get into it, you guys will realize what I'm talking about. Now, this woman was abducted as a baby. After 20 years of searching, she's reunited with her family. She was abducted as a baby. Smonique Smith Person spent 2 decades trying to find her real name. In Waldorf, Maryland, for the past 20 years, Smonique Smith Person has been building a puzzle full of pictures and scraps of documents of a false identity that was once hers. She was abducted as a baby, according to Smith Person. The woman who claimed to be her mother falsified documents to enroll her in school and even gave her a fake Social Security number. It wasn't until Smith Person applied for a business license as an adult that she discovered her life was a lie. She says, "I've been a Jane Doe since 1967. My sister told me that the last time she saw me, I was 1 year old. One day she saw me, the next day she didn't. And that was over 50 years. And it's like I've been living in captivity for over 50 years, and now I am finally free." The sound of freedom came in wailing cries of a reunion 50 years in the making. After sharing her story in a documentary and decades of work to find her real name. Her real name being Symboli, I think it is. Smonique found her real family and reunited with her big sister this past Saturday. "She's amazing," says Smith Person. "She's loud, energetic, big smile, just like me. The family resemblance is uncanny." Smith Person said it's a dream come true after decades of closed doors and a childhood filled with emotional, physical, and sexual abuse. The final puzzle piece is finally in place. Smith Person discovered her biological mom passed away decades ago. She also learned that she has 6 siblings, and it was her big sister who had been looking for her all these years. To find out of all the children, I'm the one who favors my mom. While getting emotional, she says, to think all these years that I've been looking for my mom, I'm staring in the mirror at the woman who birthed me. Smith Person's story is not over yet. She continues to be a fierce advocate for missing children and is working to change policy in Baltimore, where she grew up. Smith Person said her story proves that you should never give up hope on a missing child, because that missing child may still be out there. Now, can you imagine going to get a business license, or going to conduct business, or just going through some routine paperwork to start another chapter in your life, and you find the whole book is missing? Not just a chapter, the whole book is missing. There are so many children that are missing, and there's a chance that they are being raised by their abductor. So don't give up. Imagine how the parents, the siblings, and the other family members feel, not knowing whether the child is dead or alive. Then, as years roll by, you assume the worst scenario and try to move on with your life. But how can you move on? I can imagine every child you see, you would be wondering if that's him or that's her. When that person becomes an adult, will you wonder if the person in the grocery store is that person? If someone resembles your family, you connect with them instantly. The pain that mother must have endured. The mom has passed away now, but I hope somehow she knows her daughter is back with the family. As for the abductor, how selfish can you be? Your desire to have a child should not end and you're abducting another person's child. You are selfish and should be locked away for a very long time. You have caused that child to look at you as a parent, and the love you gave was counterfeit. You didn't deserve the love you received because you took away from that child the right to know where they came from. You took away any medical background that may have been needed. You took away her entire past. Why? To satisfy your need and no regard for others? Not even the child you abducted. You don't deserve love from that child. Even with the reunion of the family, there's still a certain void in her life. She now misses you, the abductor. She connects with you, the abductor, because you raised her. And even if you were a bad parent, she still has connection to you as you rot in jail, rightfully so. Now, the story didn't say whether or not the abductor was still living, but the void is still there. Now she can't even have a conversation and get answers to the questions she will have. No doubt she will have questions. If you can't have children and you really desire them, it is sad. However, it's a sad reality. There's also adoption. There's other things that you can do, but not to abduct someone else's child. It doesn't give you the right to steal someone else's child. Being that selfish, you don't deserve to have a child if you have to steal one. Parents, put your children first ahead of their needs. But if you wouldn't know that because you are not a parent, whoever the abductor is, if she can hear me, if any person that has abducted a child, if you can hear me, you are not a parent. You're a kidnapper. You're a thief. You're a liar. You're deceitful. You're a fake. You are disgusting. I'm going to leave it at that. Anyone who has not subscribed to my channel, please do so now. Hit that notification bell. I'm going to leave it at that because this is continual heartache for this woman because her mom died decades ago. Like I said, whatever questions she had, if the family can't answer certain things, then it's always going to be a mystery. Abductors should spend the rest of their life in jail. That may sound harsh, but taking someone's child when they're born, 1 year old, 5 years old, and I think they try to get them little so that memory will fade and fade, because the older that child is, the more they remember. So they don't want, probably a 10-year-old, because 10-year-old would sing like a canary. You know how kids are, they tell the truth, but they want a little kid before probably the age of talking very well. But let me stop because we can go on and on with this. This is some of that kind of subject that we can have deep discussions about. So you guys, have a wonderful weekend. Have a beautiful day. If you can get out, like I say, get out and have some fun. Even go see a movie, go to an amusement park, go for a walk in the park. But enjoy yourself. Thank you for joining me. Good night.